Morning. Let me show you our guests. Okay, and then can we have the chat? Can we have chat? Can we all give a 1? Type 1 if you are hearing us properly. No echo, no audio shenanigans.
Type 1.
If I mean I tested it. Seems alright, but you never know.
Yo, mic test.
The world of streaming is a wild world.
Who didn't sleep? Who didn't sleep?
Okay, we have. Okay, the audio is fine. Welcome, everybody. Glad you're all waking up early.
Good Sunday morning.
Good Sunday morning.
My mic keep dropping down.
To join us on this community leaders series, and today we have the wonderful Ace and Stan from the Beyblade community.
Woohoo!
Okay, and we hope that we will make your day a little bit better as a result of this live stream. Everyone is going nuts in the chat. Oh my goodness,
Everyone is awake after yesterday's event.
That's why
I think personally, I think Elijah, right? He just thinking about the matches yesterday all night. He couldn't sleep.
All right, so let's just dive straight into it. All right, let's just go straight into the event yesterday. Something by X Dash.
Late night with the X Dash.
Late night with I am a boomer in all of this. Okay, y'all gotta walk me through step by step. Okay, I don't know how to open PDF files yet, so y'all gotta help me out. All right. So late night with X Dash, organizer, Ace, yourself. Stan, were you also part of organizing?
Nah, I'm not.
Okay.
I was watching the stream last night.
Watching the stream, participating and supporting in every way you can. And so let's start with Ace.
Yeah.
Talk us through the event yesterday.
Wow, long story. We have to start from
August.
the start of
Beyblade at Hammer House.
Yeah,
yes.
Beyblade X at Hammer House. We had we wanted to come up with a way for like an ecosystem, like a stem card. You go drink bubble tea, then you get a stem card. Like a stem card with extra steps. So, we were thinking, why don't we give out something special for the winners of certain tournaments, as a way to, boost sign-ups. But after that, we didn't have the sign-up problem. So we wanted to do something like a closed ecosystem. So we'll give out a special prize, which is like a painted Beyblade for every event, totaling up to 16 events in total. So like 16 painted Beyblades, they came in all various types, shapes, and form. And then after that, each Beyblade, not only, you bring home, we put on the shelf, it looks nice, right? Not only that, we also, it was also an entry ticket to come to an exclusive invitational, which happened yesterday. So yesterday we did, the planning was like weeks, months in advance, and then we got everyone to come down, we secured the prizes. The prizes yesterday was big, was very, very big.
Yes, I was so shocked when I look at the prizes that you print out for me.
What's the prize, guys? Don't keep me in suspense.
Right, one of the prizes is a trip to Osaka.
No, not a trip, not a trip, bro. Not a trip.
A ticket there, right?
A ticket. One way lah. You buy yourself.
You buy yourself, come back.
Own self come back. Not my problem.
Should have gotten me onto this Beyblade thing. I should have just tossed some tops inside the studio if I have known this was the prize. Oh my goodness. So you all got somebody got a one-way ticket to Osaka.
Yeah, you get to fly to Japan.
But you gotta swim your way back.
Yeah,
the guy's permanently there now.
Shout out Titus for winning the Osaka ticket. Crazy. Now he said he need to go work part-time during his holiday to earn money for the return ticket. So anybody hiring part-timers, please look for Titus.
Look on the bright side. He only need to work half as hard. Okay. So that was there was a special how do you say? Something special about the event. I was there. I was completely out of place. My wife took one look at the video afterwards and say, I am just like, why did you dress like that? And you are completely out of place, John Wang. So walk us through, You know, what went on and why did it happen like that?
Yeah, so I mean, core of it, we wanted to be special. We wanted to make it feel, you know, like a nice ambience, you know. So we had everything, you know, we turned off the lights, we got nice warm lighting, because, you know, the name was Late Night with the X-Dash, so we're inspired by, you know, the 80s late night shows.
Yep.
So we got, you know, I dressed up in a suit and tie, I was your late night talk show host, and then all of them were my guests to come on the show. So it had nice lighting, we had a curated playlist by Wendy. So we had slow jazz. Actually, we had slow jazz that increased in tempo as the matches went on, as the rounds went on, as it got more intense.
Nice.
We had activity cards for everyone. Where we had a card that said luck on one side and then skill on the other side. Because this skill luck thing has been...
It's been going on quite some time
Yes.
already. It's like an ongoing joke for most of us.
Yeah, for people who first look at Beyblade, they will say, "Isn't this more about luck?"
Or skill.
Well, you know, this is a never-ending debate, right? So,
Yeah, so we got, you know, I knew it would be difficult to get people to dress up, but I believe that if everybody dressed up, it would be really fun. And then we really did have a lot of fun because, you know, a lot of people say, you know, how often do you get to wear a suit and a tie to play Beyblade? And, you know,
I mean, looking at the crowd yesterday, I think it was okay. It was okay.
It was really good. I felt the energy, you know, and then the...
I actually believe that this is probably the first time ever like you wear suit to actually play Beyblade formally.
You know, we always say Beyblade is serious business. Then let's show them how serious we are. I got a black tie event, man.
You know, I noticed that the judges were wearing white gloves. Could be the next round where everyone wear white gloves and then just start slapping each other with gloves to issue duels. Like, whoosh, I challenge you to a Beyblade duel, scum.
We'll take that.
Take that into consideration.
Yeah, take that
Okay.
into consideration.
Okay. So yesterday I was here as well. I actually helped to set up the streaming, and the stream was like, it looks really good. And, you know, kudos to the organizer team for really, you know, taking the time and effort to go and organize all these things. So, you know, kudos to you and your team Ace.
Yep.
And
Team
yeah, it
Ace.
looks.
No, team
I mean,
yeah,
it's
shout
the
out to
Ace
my,
team.
assists.
Yeah, you want to shout out to any names for the organizing party?
Shout out to, of course, my wife Wendy for helping me out. You know, I was so swamped. And then shout out to my judges, YY, Nico, and Dylan. And of course, shout out to Megumi for helping out. And everybody for coming down. Really, really thank you. You know, the stream is like, you know, it was like so troublesome to set up, but we really wanted to do a 2-cam setup to show like audience reaction, you know, because I think like half of the fun of Beyblade, you know, besides watching the tops go boom boom, is like you see like the crazy reaction, like, oh my god, no way, you know,
Yeah,
like,
definitely. Those are one of those moments where you go like, oh damn, that's awesome, that kind of thing. Yeah, those like crazy reactions.
Yes, very well done.
So I think I got some feedback. I think from W-E-N-D. I think
Wendy.
is that your wife?
yes.
Yeah,
So
she's like,
if you guys
"Speak
remember,
closer to the mic, Ace." Okay.
Hello, Wendy.
so if you guys remember, Wendy was our very first guest
very first
on
guest.
Hammercast.
Yes.
Oh my god, Wendy cameo.
And then yeah, so we're back to full circle again. Right back to Beyblade.
Yep.
Where it all started.
Yeah, you know what else
And-
is a circle Beyblade?
It's a spinning top. It goes round and round, and you know, yesterday I heard about it lah, and in my mind there's always this mental image of what Beyblade is and what it might look like. Yesterday I kind of saw it for reals yesterday, for basically the first time. And then you know what I'm very shocked by? I even made this comment to some of your judges. I'm just like, has anybody lost an eye yet playing this game? That's what I want to know. Has any, like, the thing is spinning like a mad thing, you know, it's just bzzz, you can feel the rippling
G-force.
energy. Yeah. It's just nuts. And the thing just collides in each other, and
Yeah.
there's just bits flying out everywhere. Somebody's have lost an eye by now.
I mean,
Not that we know of.
nobody has lost an eye yet.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
But but I have been hit in the in the gonads a few times.
Oh my god.
So if you notice, sometimes when I'm watching Beyblade, I stand like this,
Yeah, because the Beyblades are actually spinning at very, very high RPMs compared to the past Beyblades generation. So this one is definitely way faster.
And I think if the people who did watch the stream, you saw that an instance where the Beyblade flew out of the stadium.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there were cases in the past during tournaments where the stadium got blood because someone sliced their finger. That's what Wendy said. Yeah, because this generation really, because of how this Beyblade X generation, the 4th generation, is designed, right? So the battles are really much more high speed and intense because of how the rail interacts with the bit and stuff. So that's why I think there's such a resurgence as well. People have short attention span now. This is so fast paced.
Yeah, the adrenaline rush is real.
Yeah.
Don't let it discourage you, folks. Okay, billiard also occasionally the balls will get hit, in the gonads, and I'm sure even like polo, right, like sports, and even soccer, football, whatever you want to call it, basketball. Everyone gets a concussion. MMA is basically CTE central. So, all things considered, Beyblade is one of the safest.
There's protective things surrounding it. So yeah. Just don't look into the stadium.
We can start throwing Space Marines at each other after they die. In the you die already, then just throw at you.
Yes, that's one way to make use of a Space Marine miniatures. Okay, all of your useless ones just toss at each other during your Beyblade.
Old,
Metal ones.
The pewter ones.
Oh my god, that one somebody will lose an eye. All right, so let us also talk. Just like go really in depth into Beyblade. I mean, we've spoken about it with Wendy.
Yep.
But I think for a lot of people out there, such as myself, right, we still don't quite understand I understand the game, okay. Tops go brrr, okay. Like that's essentially the long and short of it. But I'm sure that's not the whole thing, right? What I want to know is about how the community interacts. Like you mentioned, there's some level of qualifiers before the invitational, right? Like, so what's all that about? I really want to know what goes on, so-called behind the scenes before all these things starts to happen, the moving and shaking of it, and that like because it contributes to the game, right? It's not just you go there and brrr, you have to understand. I got to join this WhatsApp group. I got to go and talk to this person. I got to get this thing. Tell us more, Ace. Tell go as deep as you can. Deep dive. Okay, Ace and Stan. Okay, go nuts. This is your chance to nerd out. Show us all your toys. Start flashing it around. And I want to just convince me a boomer. Okay, let my child play this game. Okay, let's go.
Even better, let yourself play this game.
Oh well.
Self-play this game. I think personally, don't know if I'm speaking for other people, but personally, I feel like Beyblade for me is not just like a game or like like an activity to do. For me, half of the fun is actually the social aspect of it. Because come on, like after you reach a certain age, how often do you see your friends? Like for no reason. Like for how many times can you get dinner with another man before it gets romantic? But I can meet someone
Several times according to this. So we all met up for dinner a few times. But okay, I catch your drift.
Yeah, but we can group of friends, we can meet up for Beyblade 3 times, 4 times a week. There was one period we went out to Bay every day. Yeah, so it was quite crazy. But I'm sure everyone has a similar story of getting into Beyblade. Like your friends be like, hey, look at this cool top, then they show you like 3 to 4 videos, they force you to sit there, they stun lock you, then they show you like 3 to 4 videos, then you're like, oh, okay, I'll come with you. Then you play one time, you're like, oh my god, this is so fun.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, because there are a few friends of mine that actually came by to like local tournaments, and when they joined that time, they'll go like, oh shit, I need to start this, man. Yeah. So they bought a product and
Stan is the number 1 salesman for the Beyblade X line, man. I don't know how many people he brought into the game. like 20, 30, I think.
So what did you tell your
ultimate
friends?
Beyblade stand.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't.
What's
you
the
don't
hookup line?
Say anything. You just don't say anything. Pass them Beyblade and say, "Let's play." Right. So they launch. They feel the excitement. They feel the impact of the Beyblade. You're just okay. I'll buy it. You know?
You know the tagline, Extreme Gear Sports.
Yeah, sports.
That thing really like flies off, and the railings inside the stadium, it just moves like it's
speeds
like,
up the
It
blade.
speeds up the thing, and then it moves it back to the center. It's like there's always some action going on.
Yeah.
There won't be more than 4 seconds of the top just spin by itself doing nothing.
You never know.
I mean, I haven't
Wizard
seen
Rock
it
against
ever.
Wizard Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best match ever.
Okay, tell me more about that. I want to know about this Wizard Rod thing. What the heckerino is that? Explain.
On March 2024, Takara Tomy made their biggest mistake by releasing Wizard Rod 4 to 5 months too early. So this was so the Wizard Rod was launched as part of the Wave 2, like the UX of the UX line of Beyblade, so unique line. So basically, they made each of the UX releases really specialized in a certain aspect of the game, you know, attack, defense,
Yes.
name it. So Wizard Rod's specialty is being annoying.
Yeah, it's so stubborn. It won't like go down.
Yeah, the blade, right? It features, you know, good outward weight distribution. You know, we're getting into physics over here.
OWD.
OWD for short, you know. And then it has really good balance. It's also round as it can get in this current generation. So when it gets hit, it doesn't really move much. When it gets, when it bites the rail, it doesn't really move too fast, so you don't have a risk of killing yourself. So when you pair that, right, with a ratchet, which is the middle part, so when you pair that with a very safe ratchet, like a 960, and something really docile, like a ball bit or a free ball, you get the most annoying thing on earth. One off lah. I know 2 to 3 person will argue that the left spin bay is more
Yeah, so
annoying.
since the birth of Wizard Rod, right, this thing went like unstoppable for a few months until this square little fella came about. So this fella here is the first left spinning bay. So most bays are actually spinning in right spin. So this fella here is the only one that can equalize the spin of any like right spin bay. So essentially, it can actually steal the spin of a right spin bay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's no is there like an equal amount of left spinning and right spinning tops?
No, there's currently only 2 left spin.
As of
Beyblades.
now, there's only 2 left spin bays. One of them being a crossover bay from a previous generation, so which is not exactly viable for competitive use. Nobody is stopping you from aura farming with it. So currently, the only left spin release that is semi-viable will be the Cobalt Dragoon.
So this one is only just purely to counter the Wizard Rod. Is it, or do they have other utilities as well?
Currently, it's mainly used to counter Wizard Rod. Yeah, and to destabilize any right spin base. Yeah, so it's just to really cut down their stamina a lot, so that they don't spin that long. Yeah.
Because you see the extreme line is like 2-sided, right? So you pay for 2 sides, you play both sides.
Sorry, what does that mean? Explain that 2 sides thing.
Because a normal bay, right, it will dash like this because it spins
Oh yeah.
right side.
Yes.
So when you have a left spin bay, it goes the other way. So you use 100% of what you pay for.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean now. Okay.
Oh, but those collisions from the right and the left side, when they come into impact, it's actually quite nice to
Yeah,
look at.
together when they both accelerate at the same time and meet in the middle. Yeah.
I've never seen that happen before.
Happens.
And then you should
before,
play more.
yeah, you should play more, yeah.
What are the nasty combos? So if let's say, so it seems to me like the left spinning one, seems to counter a lot of different things. Am I wrong to say that?
Definitely one of the stronger feels, but every Beyblade, thank goodness, have some weakness.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so in starting from the previous generation, which was Beyblade Burst, they introduced this mechanic known as bursting. So which means that in battle, if another Beyblade can impact the ratchet part of the bay hard enough, it can actually unlock and burst the Beyblade. So which is another way to win instead of counting purely on like a spin finish or like knocking your opponent out of the ring. So it sort of to give a buff to the attacking base. Also for Takara Tomi's own benefit to make the game look more exciting. you think you're about to win and then they come in for the one last hit and then you explode. Which is what John saw like the things flying out.
Or maybe they want you to break your parts so you can buy more products.
You know, that was the first conspiracy theory I leveled at Alex when he was considering bringing this product. I was just like, you know what? You're probably gonna be the first toy store millionaire in Singapore because of Beyblade. Just because people are just gonna keep buying and replacing parts over and over again.
Yeah, but I mean, compared to what we have at the store over here, I think Beyblade is one of the more affordable hobbies to get into. I'll say get into, not very long term. So, what's your opinion on that, Johan?
I think okay, so I think there are always different categories of players. So you have to divide them lah. So I've seen people who buy just for one beat. Let's say the Elevate beat, the one in the purple color one. Yeah, and I can show you over here. So for this one beat, right, people can buy like 10 boxes, 20 boxes just for this one, and I don't even know why they want so many of this beat. For me, one is enough. So maybe Ace or Stan can share why do you need so many of one beat
why do you need 10
when you
of
can
this
only
purple
play
stuff?
one in a deck.
Well, I think personally, I don't really use Elevate Beat. But I think because of the damages done during impact, right, it's better to keep spare, especially those flimsy looking ones. Yeah, but personally I don't use it.
Okay,
Not my kind of thing.
yes, Resectify, we know you spend a lot of money, don't need to flex. No, but basically, I think a lot of people buy spares, mainly because competitive use. Some stuff really works better when it's fresh. Some stuff work better when it's worn down. Sorry, I mean awakened. And then so, mainly they want to keep spares because the release schedule for Beyblade X is also not, let's not say very predictable. You never know when they are gonna reissue a certain product or they're gonna package it into in the future. So some of them really buy spares to keep in case they think that this particular bay sales not good, so they're not gonna release it for a while, kind of thing lah. Especially like you see like there are bladers out there who break like averages like who break bays like average like one every 1 week or 2 weeks.
Yes, you did not hear wrong. The Beyblade metal part actually breaks. That's how hard the impact.
Yeah, I mean the spinning.
It's kind of crazy.
I hope you're watching the stream, Jisuri.
I mean the speed, it spins at such high RPMs. I'm just like I said, I'm just surprised. Nobody has gone blind because of this game yet. Given, I'm really totally not surprised that even the top itself could break lah. I mean all the residual parts, the plasticky stuff certainly, but even that, that top bit, which is I guess supposed to be the most durable of it all, will just get torn to shreds, in a matter of
that's how fast the current generation. Not only like you have the gear in the stadium, the gears in the launchers actually are amplified as well compared to other generation, which when it was like a 1-to-1 transfer, like how high you pull is how high you launch. This one they had some like gear magic. I'm not an engineer, so I can't explain it also.
So basically they tune up the gear ratio, making it more efficient for you to like pull with lesser strength. But yeah, so there's a lot of things to do with gears for this generation.
Extreme Gear Sports.
Yes.
Gear sports.
Yeah, so going back to whether Beyblade is affordable compared to other hobbies, I would say if you are casual, then yes, very affordable. If you are competitive, well, I would say it mirrors the spending of 40K, I would say. Maybe more?
Maybe more.
Yeah.
Because you have to know that for 40K, right, you buy a unit, you build it, you put it on your shelf, it will be there. No matter how many games you play. Well, it's not like I melt a gun your Space Marine squad and then I put it on the ground and I stomp on them.
Or you actually melt a gun.
Yeah, or I put it in the microwave for
And
like
melt
1
it.
minute. There's like so many ways for them to spend so much money in Beyblade. Like, they like to do like I'm sure like Wendy mentioned in episode 1, like weight maxing.
Yeah.
Where they will buy a lot of the same base and then pick the heaviest one. They're going to weigh each one. So like because of that habit, right? During the community tournaments, when we give out the prizes, I'll actually pre-weigh all the base for them, so they don't take forever. Just this one heavier, no, this one heavier. Yeah, then the especially heavy ones, they'll actually go and hunt for it. Yeah, especially because Takara Tomy actively updates the mold
Yep.
of the base, so sometimes they will buff the weights.
Oh, we have an example here. So, viewing. So these two, right?
Same bay.
Same base.
Phoenix Wing.
Different mold. This is heavier by at least like 1 gram. This is okay. So this
One
is like
whole wait.
one
This is
whole gram.
one whole gram.
1 whole gram.
Hey, 1 gram matters a lot.
Right. So this is 38 grams. This is 39. It's crazy.
Yeah. So the crazy thing is, right, this is not actually released in Singapore. This comes in a magazine, right?
Yeah.
Koro. So to get this, people either have to buy from
Japan.
importers or they have to go on Mercari. Shout out Mercari for taking so much money from me. to import stuff. So it's literally some will say sweaty pay to win. And, you have stuff like this. You have stuff like
Hang on. Backtrack. How much do you pay for that bay?
what's the market price on this? Chat, what's the market price on the Navy Phoenix Wing?
So he doesn't know. This is a good way to hide things from your wife. If you, for you, your wife already Beyblader, but for people like us, if my wife ever sells the miniatures for the price that I told her that I bought it for,
Resident Spender Resanctified says
$100.
$100
okay lah.
for this.
All things considered, okay lah. Not that bad. Not that bad.
Then we have stuff. Is this the?
I'm not
Limited
really
release.
sure. That's the thing. There's 2 versions of this.
So this is a limited release Drum Buster. In one of the version, there's only like 1,000 pieces or 100 pieces.
I'm sure it's 1,000.
1,000 pieces issued. So it's a hot collector's item. And you know what's crazy? A few weeks after the limited 1,000 pieces release, I see someone playing with this.
What?
Wow. Maybe he got like 5 of them stashed up or something.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Like not only that, you got stuff like because nowadays, right, when you buy any product, so in the tab they will have a QR code for you to scan into the Beyblade X app, which is something new, I think, this generation. So you scan it to the app, and then you can play fake Beyblade battles. It's your
Gacha.
lah,
It's a gacha.
So when you win the gacha, you can get the current gacha base is Aero Pegasus. So it is not only strong, you can also flip it for
Yes, I flipped mine.
What?
I flipped mine.
Western flipper.
Oh my god. This is a matter of time before Singapore pools get their hands on it.
You know how people are flipping Pokemon cards now?
Yeah, pretty much the
Yeah.
same.
I mean, they've been flipping Pokemon cards for like, I don't know, decades.
People
Yeah.
are flipping Beyblade parts also,
Alright. Let me just go through some of the comments.
Yeah, we have a lot.
Yeah, we have a lot of comments. Okay. Holy moly. Okay. White Glove Society saw that manga. The stream was epic. Tops go boom boom.
Can super chat.
Okay. No, don't have yet. Yeah. Okay. Tell me the part where someone's got their fingers sliced, the Drieger incident. Nobody wearing eye patch yet. Brain rot. Barcelona approved, don't worry.
Oh,
Yeah, so Barcelona, they actually launched a Barcelona Grandbuster Beyblade. Yeah,
it's
so
blue and red in the
Yeah.
color of the football club.
Serious?
yes. And there's a Barcelona stadium as well.
Oh wait, yeah, I think I saw it yesterday.
Yes, over there.
Yeah. Okay. Damn, all the football clubs also want to get their hands into
It's
this.
green color and looks like a pitch, and then every time you knock someone out, you're like go. The Venn diagram overlap is so curious. You know, like Barcelona fan and then like Beyblade fan, like really like.
Minuscule, but you know, every dollar counts. Wait, who got their finger sliced? Faris. He got blood sacrifice. Bro paying blood to win.
Oh, I
my
remember
God.
that incident. Oh, he sliced his hand and he won instantly after that. Yeah, we were joking about it, saying that his trigger awakened from his blood. It's crazy.
Blood for the blood god.
Truly sacrificing for some Beyblade, unknown Beyblade entity. Okay. Stan number 1 hustler. What is that about? Stan, explain yourself.
I have no idea what you mean by that, but yeah, I guess it's from me bringing friends in. I think
It's a Benka style.
Banner.
Alright.
yeah. So yeah, it's probably from me bringing friends in to like start the hobby with me.
Number 1 spokesperson, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I brought in quite a few friends in. Some are still playing, some are not. So yeah.
Yeah, there was a period of time, like, I think for like 2 months straight, every week, we just see Stan with like 3 to 4 new people. We're like, huh? Stan, you got how many friends?
Alright. Okay. We love Weaselrod versus Weaselrod / SAR. What's the SAR?
What's SAR? I don't know what's SAR.
Let me read one.
Sarcasm, I think.
Could be. Yeah, / S. Well, could be.
Elaborate.
Kazu916, if you could elaborate, okay. Yes, Beyblade teaches us physics. For real, when two-player
Kazu
uses
is
it.
in the chat.
Yes.
You know that Kazu was our representative for our Southeast Asia Cup. He's the first G1 winner in Singapore.
Ooh, wow. We have a celebrity in chat.
Yeah.
Celebrity in chat.
For Southeast Asia, he won
Second place.
Second place. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Singapore represent.
Singapore
Solid,
represent.
solid.
So if you see someone wearing a red hoodie at an event, it's like a 85% chance it's Kazu. That's his,
With a mask too. With a
With
mask.
a mask, it's his default loadout.
Yeah. It's like default Kazu loadout.
Yeah, we'll come to that, the dressing part of Beyblade later. Yeah, we finish the chat first.
We have the most slow game in BBX. Being the bit closer to cam, OMG Lightning Eye Drago.
El Drago.
El
Lightning
Drago.
El
Yeah, the
That's-
second left
that's
spin.
the
Yeah.
Second left spin, yeah.
Okay. Wow, aura farming. Okay. Only Jiren the Dragon Emperor can fully use it.
Jiren.
What's that about?
He's one of our local bladers. Yeah. It's actually quite fun to have him around because he will start singing.
He knows every special move that appears in the anime.
What?
Some say if you have Jire standing on your side and shouting the special move of your Beyblade, you have like a 10 to 15% buff.
And another worshipper of some Beyblade entity. Okay. Okay. It's so autistic to know the way Bays move. Yes, I'm very certain all of us have some level of T-ism lah. Okay, so get used to it. Okay, and so with my calculation, what do you mean reverse X dash exists? Re-sanctified. What does that mean?
How do you explain reverse extension?
It's a little bit tough without showing. So the Beyblade turns in a clockwise direction, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when it rides the rail, it goes in a like this direction,
Mm-hmm.
then it goes down. So the reverse X dash, even though it's a right spin bay, it goes against that flow.
Ah.
It's a quite advanced technique used by used famously by Matt, aka Coco Zume. Please watch his 40 seconds reverse X dash compilation on TikTok. I will link that later.
Wow.
So this one is skill.
That is skill. Because by doing certain launch techniques or movements with it, you can actually make the base move in more controlled manner, I would say, and increase your chance of winning. Because by reverse X dashing, you can actually avoid the movement path. A lot of the attack base,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and delay going to the center of the stadium where you're a sitting duck for the advertised extreme dashes.
Wow, that sounds complicated. Okay, but I like it. I like complicated. I love this kind of games. So there is a level of skill involved. Okay?
Yes, it's not
purely
only luck.
Okay? All right. All right. Down smash from Wendy. I love
Dran Buster.
Dran Buster.
Who say that?
Who say that?
Chong Keith.
Keith. Chu.
Oh, no. Hi, Keith.
Hi, Keith.
Hi Keith. Okay.
Wait, there's 2 Keiths in chat.
Keith Chong.
Okay.
Hey, Joe.
Nana, I'm a fanboy for SW9-60ES counter to CD.
You're like reading like chemical label, right?
So I can't make heads or tails of
That's
any of this.
probably Elijah.
Yes,
he
it is.
loves the Silver Wolf Bay. So the Silver Wolf Bay is part of the unique line as well. So I think it's the first bay to feature a free spinning wheel. That means when you get hit, you don't move this extra wheel on the bay moves and parries the opponent. Allegedly.
Yeah, not sure whether it really works, but up to individual.
Yeah.
Well, if you start winning tournaments with it, then everyone will get to know about it lah.
Silver Wolf is a good bay.
Silver Wolf is a good bay.
He down smashed me with a reverse X dash triggered by his tungsten launch, and he burst me from
my God.
Wendy. Yep.
That's like some Beyblade brain rot kind of statement.
The acronym, there are so many acronyms.
Yes. You know, when I started Beyblade, it's like, wow, so many abbreviations, so many acronyms like down smash lah, what, up,
Down smash is made up.
the shark edge, what is that?
Upper attack.
Upper attack. Oh my god, so many, man.
Okay. Beyblade is a cheap hobby, then followed by money with wings emoji. Meanwhile, for 1 AP, wear and tear. The different parts also change how it balance. OMG, why is Elevate your Is It Good from Resanctified? Why don't you play test it, Mr. Resanctified? No, it is not good. You actually shouldn't buy it, so
Shout
I can
out
buy
to
more for myself.
Resanctified.
Our local play tester.
Our local play tester. If you go to his Instagram page, it looks like the financial report of a company because he got all the numbers over there, all the statistics. It's done up in a very nice graphic, it's very up to date. So it's not, the law, but it's a very good point of reference for anybody looking to try any new combos.
So basically, if you're a new guy, you want to come in, right? Actually, all the resources already all laid out for you already, all
Yeah.
in various spreadsheets and Instagram and TikTok posts and all that. So it's quite easy to just hop on and
Net deck.
Yeah, net deck.
Yeah.
It's a popular term. Do you know what net deck means?
Yes, I do. Because I do it all the time.
Oh my god, there's a net deck.
Oh my god.
Okay. According to the OMG holding cannot be bay breakers.
We have too many chats.
Jisuri mentioned. Yeah, actually I heard you mention this is
Jisuri broke my stadium.
Jisuri is a bay breaker.
Bay breaker.
Bay breaker. Oh my god. There is a meme in the local community. You know the photo in The Simpsons where they changed the days since last incident.
yeah.
They put it back to 0. And then we have that for days since Jisuri last broke a Beyblade. Then we set it to 0. It happens almost weekly by weekly.
Sometimes days. Within days.
Is it purposely or what? How does that happen?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Or maybe it just
A lot of
rips that thing
practice.
too hard and
A
just
lot of practice.
Yeah.
Very aggressive play style, I would say.
Alright. I think I just heard someone's Beyblade press broke again. Okay, $100
For
so Jealous
yeah.
give me. You can start with $200. Your faker about the PW
Yeah,
Koro.
the Phoenix Wing that I asked is how much?
Kokoro.
Okay.
Heavy bird.
Kokoro is the
Magazine.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I was being sarcastic. Oi, hi, we're on the launch. Okay.
Yeah, original
So-
run is 100. Yeah.
Seems like we more or less gotten through the chat.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so coming back to the dressing up. So the one thing that got me very, very intrigued is how people dress up to go to Beyblade. I mean, let's not say hobby store, let's say Kitty Palace, Toys R Us, the weekend G3 tournaments held. I've seen people wearing masks, people wearing full body suit, I don't know.
That was me last week.
So
Is it like costumes from the anime or what?
No, I was just wearing a onesie.
It's called aura farming. You can win, you can win half the time, but how do you want to win? You gotta be, oh, the guy win. Got one guy win every other tournament. That guy win wearing that fuck ass suit.
but I mean, okay, so I've seen people. So people like to bring signature stuff to Beyblade. Like there's this one small boy. He always comes with his fluffy hat. Yeah, he's very chubby one. What's his name? Julius. Yes. Yeah.
Julius.
Cause I always bring my son Kelsia to G3 events, and then they'll play in the kids group. So there's always this boy, very cute, and he always wears his Luffy hat. It's interesting to say.
Yeah, that's why I mean coming back. That's why I say like, I really think it's like a social event. You dress up, and the best part is you can stay as long as you like. You weekend you go to G3, you lose round one out. You got something to do, go home. Like, if you want, stay the whole day, hang out, grab dinner afterwards. It's really a social. I would say, through Beyblade, especially the past year, I really met a lot of good friends, because I think that after a certain point, it's very hard to make new friends like from like
Outside
nothing.
work.
Yeah, outside work, like from nothing. It's like what do you want to talk about? Like you want to go eat, then like a stranger thing, like, who are you, man? Like, you go Beyblade, you can like meet new people.
Yeah, I mean that's how I got to know Johan and a whole bunch of other young bloods, I call them, back in the day lah. And yeah, it's good to see there's a continuation and there's new games, get people excited. Then this particular game, it seems to target a wide range of age group lah.
Yeah. Really.
The financial barrier is pretty low, in terms of the easy to pick up, difficult to master, that kind of skill threshold. A bit of luck involved, so means to say that no one person can ever dominate for too long. Right, everyone gets a chance. Right, let's see that. What's that all about?
Just this box alone can get you started.
Yeah, just this box alone can get you started.
Right.
It's $55.90.
$55.90.
It comes with 4 blades, 3 ratchets,
6 bits.
6 bits, and a fat QR code for you to gacha.
Yeah.
How come the number all tally one?
It's a starter set lah.
It's like a mix and match.
Yeah, makes sense. It's a customized set. So I need to use the advertised terms. Don't hit me. Yeah, this is I would say if you're anyone looking to get into the hobby, getting a box of this is a really good way to get started. There's some really fun stuff inside. There's some really good stuff inside.
Nightmare.
Nightmare.
I love Nightmare.
What's a
Yeah,
nightmare?
especially coming back to the part about it's really for all ages now, because I would say one of the chief complaint for the previous generation was that it was too complex. It had like a lot of parts, much more parts than now. Now we only have 3 parts. I mean for now soon that will be
What?
because the CX is coming out. So you got a blade, you got a ratchet, you got a bit. You don't need any special tools. Sound like ASMR.
Yeah, sounds good, right?
So it's very easy to put together. You don't need extra tools. And then you look at the modern packaging. You know, previously they had the anime characters front and center. The current packaging, it looks like an Apple product, man. You have black and white, and then you get like a nice render or picture, I don't know, and just a splash of color. And then it's really, the design language for this generation, I feel is really, really good, and it's much more approachable to the common person.
Yeah, it's not so whipped.
All right.
So if you want to start Beyblade, how can you start Beyblade? How would you approach, or maybe how would you advise somebody to start Beyblade?
Okay.
Let's have Stan on
Stand the
this.
hustler.
So you definitely
Where do you go?
to know what launcher you want to use, right? So there's two types of launchers, the string and the ripcord. So to me personally, it didn't really matter which one you use. So just pick your preference. Then from there, you need to select products that you want to play with. Of course, pick something that you like. Don't buy something because it's strong, or maybe some other people think differently lah. Yeah, so for me, I'll pick something that I like. Then I'll just use it, and if I enjoy playing, then I'll just continue on. So first and foremost, you want to know what kind of play style you want to play. So there's the aggressive attack types. There's the balance types where it does both defense and attack, a little bit of stamina, and the stamina type. And lastly, what's the fourth type?
Defense.
Defense type.
Is not real.
So there's these four types, so you have to know what's your preference. Then from there you can play on. Because from what I know in our current community, right, there's a lot of attack type users. But due to stamina being more prominent in terms of meta, most of the people will just gravitate towards the meta because everybody wants to win, right? Yeah, right. So community tournaments actually break that apart. So there's some rules to actually limit the stamina types and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, over here at Hammer House, when I host community tournaments, I usually come up with special rules that modifies from the Beyblade Extended to try and break away from the norm. I mean, almost every day you can play G3, and then it's Beyblade Extended. So sometimes you get too caught up in the meta. But you know, at the same time, I usually don't want to prohibit anything or outright ban anything, because I think it's a very like sticking your head under the sand. I don't want to see Wizard. I don't want to see that's why I ban Wizard. So it's like, so we come up with like special rules, like to buff certain so-called weaker parts to give them more of a chance, and then it really ups the stakes for everyone. I feel like so. You've played a lot of Hammer House tournaments. So like, how would you feel about?
I actually enjoy Hammer House tournaments because it's very refreshing from the usual tournaments, and it actually breaks the mold for a lot of things. Like, for example, the Color Max tournament. I get to be very satisfied to like actually build something that's of the same color. It feels good, it looks good.
So what is Color Max?
So Color Max tournament is hosted by me and Harrods. Shout out Harrods, Bachor me. So Color Max tournament is basically a tournament format where you are awarded more buffs the more you coordinate colors between your bay, between your deck. You know, you have all three bays the same color, you have certain bonus. So you are awarded for being aesthetically pleasing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It feels good, it looks good, and it creates new combos as well. Because you have to scratch your head and go like, how do I make this look good and functional?
Yeah,
You know?
so Harrods actually took the time to create a spreadsheet of every single Beyblade part, every single color they come in, where they can be got from, when was the release date, what is the average weight. It's a freak.
Is this cyan or is this blue?
Yeah, is this cyan or is this blue? Then we'll have arguments in our group chat. No, you know, this. I think this should be black. No.
All right. I just have one more question, I think, before we can start to wrap up on some of the items. for me personally, like, I'm a big subscriber of this gaming theory about the Johnny, Spike, and Timmy players. Okay, so Johnny players are experimental players. They love to mix and match, and I think Beyblade is like wholly satisfying in that regard. Spike players are do anything to win players. So I think this one we are the most familiar with, especially if you
Yes.
host tournaments and whatnot. However, I'm very concerned about the teamy players. So the teamy players, right, they just want the biggest, baddest thing. They don't care about winning. They don't care about experimentation. I just want a big thing, the biggest thing inside the game, and I just want it on the table. Okay, it doesn't matter whether this thing is meta, non-meta, or whatever. I just have one question for the two of you. How does the teamy player play Beyblade?
I think I'm part of the camp.
Please, Timmy.
Alright, so basically, my favorite Beyblade is Drumbuster. The combo is 360 low rush, which is a new part. This thing hits so hard, I want to see things explode. That's my only goal when I'm using this. I want to see,
Caveman brain.
yes, cave memory.
Oh, good. Boom.
Yes.
So you just want to burst your opponent every time you launch the drum buster.
And for my deck, for a long while, because I used to be a meta slave, so I keep using Viseron, but I can't get to use it as well as others. So I decided, you know what? Let's just smash things. So my whole deck of 3 is all attack types. So I think I belong to that part of player. I think Chirps is also. So yeah, shout out to Chirps.
Shout out, Chips.
A lot of shout out today.
Alright, so teamy players, go smash, go
Hulk smash.
boom boom. Okay. I'm personally okay already. Johan,
Mm-hmm.
do you wish to add on anything else?
I think before we end this episode, I would like Ace to promote his tournament, how he does it, because it's really interesting how he does the tournament, like Color Max, Power Up, and I forgot what's the other one. Fourth Bay, yes, the Fourth Bay.
The 4th Bay.
Yes, so all these formats are very different from the standard. They call it BBX standard. That means you just play the game to first to fall will win the game. Yeah, but his has different formats. So maybe he can elaborate a little bit about his tournament format, which is very interesting. And because of this tournament formats, right, we have sign-ups of more than 60 every Monday.
On a Monday night.
Yes, on a Monday night.
Go work, don't come.
And we can only accommodate up to 30 or 36 players at
They're
most.
so excited when we say 4th Bay, man.
So yes, please elaborate a bit on your tournaments.
Okay, so usually, as a player, I try and think, what's boring, like, what I dislike personally about a Beyblade Extended. Okay, once in a while, not say once in a while. Sometimes it's fine to play Beyblade Extended, but then, sometimes I'm like, I just want to get it over and done with. Especially like, say, on a weekday, I just want to play games, end the tournament, take my prize and go home.
Mhm.
So that's how I came out with the 4th Bay. So we iterated it over, I think, a month or so, because one of our chief concern over here was we wanted to host more people every night. So 40, 48, something like that. We wanted to host more people, but then the more people we have, the longer the tournament drags. And one of my non-negotiables for hosting a tournament is I cannot end later than 9:30, because I believe that it's Monday night. You don't want to go home, I want to go home. So how 4th Bay work is that usually you play first to 4 points. So and how the Beyblade X scoring works is that you can spin finish 1 point, over finish, knocking someone into a pocket, 2 points, burst finish 2 points, and then extreme finish 3 points, which is the bigger pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So right, but what happens now in the current meta, right, with the Wizard Rod and the Cobalt Dragoon and the Silver Wolves, right, is that more often than not, you end up with the legendary 7 spin finish match, where you just take them spinning each other to death, and then it's so boring.
It's 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point.
The match gets dragged on very long. So what we came up with, right, for example, in the 4th Bay, is to you play as normal, and then once you go through all 3 bays, you start to reshuffle, right? You really think, who's your partner? Who you betting? Are you ego picking or are you safe picking? And then you play your fourth bay, and whoever wins the fourth bay wins the match, no matter what the score was. So this encourages players to either
And fast.
end fast before the shuffle, so they don't have to go to the fourth bay by playing more aggressively, or B, if they are losing, change the tactic from trying to beat the opponent to trying to stall to the fourth bay and then end things. So no matter what, each match is kept at 4 battles. Thus, we not only we can increase like the excitement value of the game, you know, like the fourth bay, will there be a comeback or will it just like be a beat down, or and then we up the tempo of the game, and then but the most importantly is it's easy to remember and we can speed things up and get more people to join every Monday night.
Yes.
So fourth bay is one of the most popular formats over here, and it's very easy to remember. Just fourth bay. Yeah, you know. Besides that, you know, we run a lot of different other formats.
Yes.
So,
and my personal favorite is the power up where you have to choose a set deck to play.
yeah, we are always iterating. We're always coming up with new formats, testing, and then if you are free this month, feel free to join us every Monday for tournaments. You can join our WhatsApp group.
It will be posted in the description.
in the description, or you can join our big Telegram group.
Oh yeah, well we have a Telegram community group called Zenith.
Yeah.
So feel free to join us. Link wise, we will probably drop it somewhere.
I think we dropped it in the description, right?
Yep.
Yep. So click the description and join the link.
Yeah.
Yeah, but although A say join us, but you have to get balloted to get in. Yeah. We have.
Try to join us.
Yeah. So anything else you guys like to add?
Wendy, remind us, what time is the tournament usually? So every Monday, mostly the tournament starts around 7 to 7:30, and then I try and wrap up by 9:30 to 10. So you can go home and get 8 hours of sleep and go back to work.
Then
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. So we have the WhatsApp, I think Telegram link. I think I need to get it from you.
Can.
And then yeah, you want to briefly talk about the upcoming events for
Okay. So it's my part again.
yes.
Alright, so for March and April, yesterday was the late night with the X-Dash, so that's done and over. So upcoming events will be, we have the very, what do I call it? Blood Bowl. Yes, we are coming out with a new Blood Bowl system. So in the past couple of years, we have been running leagues, so everybody has to come play the league. They have to commit 2 months of their life to playing Blood Bowl every week, and then you get prizes at the end. So we're going to switch that up this time around this year. So there will be no more leagues. Yes, no more leagues. No more commitment of 2 months playing every week. This time we'll be running, also inspired by Beyblade.
I was just about to say, it sounds like Beyblade style tournament.
It's going to be a tournament circuit. So Beyblade has this ELO system where you come and play every week and then you get points for your ranking each week. So this is what we're going to do for Blood Bowl as well. So every month we'll be running a Blood Bowl tournament, and then you just have to drop by and play 3 rounds of Swiss Blood Bowl, and then you, depending on how high you rank, you get a certain points, and at the end of the 6-month circuits, you'll be either I haven't decided yet. You'll be either invited to a playoff round, or you just get prizes immediately. Yep. So that's the big change for Blood Bowl.
Interesting mix up. Yep.
Yep. So for example, if you place first in this tournament, you get 800 points, and then if you place third in the next tournament, you get 300 points. And at the end of the sixth tournament circuit, you tally up your scores, and then we'll see who is at the top. All right. Then for next Sunday, we'll have Age of Sigma event at 9th of March. Details are up already in the Age of Sigma group. So if you are interested, please join the group and look out for the details. If you're not in the group, you can approach either myself or Pao, our Lord Pao, to join the group. Yeah. And then 16 March will be a painting workshop for beginners. So if you are new to painting and you like to learn how to paint a miniature, this workshop is for you. So we run painting workshops for miniatures instructed by Christine, one of our part-time on Saturday. So she will be teaching you how to prime a model, paint a model, and then do a little bit of washing and also a little bit of dry brushing on the base. So very simple how to start painting. 23rd March will be Warhammer 40k Combat Patrol this time. So for those who are new to 40k and want to play Combat Patrol, this will be the time for you. 30th March will be our first Blood Bowl tournament. And then going into April, we have Songs of Ice and Fire, meet and play. So a very casual 3 rounds, Swiss, and then at the end of the day, everybody gets a lucky draw, gets to go home with 2 lucky draws. Yeah. 13 April will be Kings of War, Hammer Wars. We just finished our Kings of War, Clash of Kings Asia in KL last weekend. It was huge.
We have our guys winning the first, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
How do y'all do?
Okay, so out of the top 5 is 3 Singaporeans and 2 Penang. So yeah, so our first and second are Singaporeans, and then I mentioned top 5 because I placed 5.
Congrats, John.
SG represent.
Yes. Okay, that there will be Kings of War on 13th April. 20th April will be Marvel Crisis Protocol. So those who are looking to play Marvel, Hulk Smash, Captain America, Throw Your Shield, look out for that. And lastly, as always, at the last Sunday of the month will be Warhammer 40k meet and play. And that's all for the March and
Upcoming
April
months.
lineup.
Yep. All right.
Yes.
And so before we head off, okay. First of all, I'd like to thank our 2 guests.
Yes.
Ace and Stan. Of course, thank you, Johan, for
Always
assisting me
welcome.
with co-hosting. Ace and Stan. So, kind of like final word. All right. Let us know. Like who do you want to shout out? Where can people find you? Of course, we already have the WhatsApp in the description. We'll include the Telegram at a later stage. But then like where can we find you? Final shout outs. Any last words? The floor is yours, Senator.
Okay, definitely join our Telegram group chat because most of the B4 stores are actually in there. So they'll be hosting their local tournaments over there. So must join.
Yeah, please join our big Telegram group, one of the most active Beyblade Telegram groups out there. We got all the B4 store, most of the B4 stores, and then we got all the private events. People hosting casual meetup, lots of topics. Nothing to do at work, just go onto the Zenith and start.
We have a pet section.
What? A pet?
Pet section.
Pet section.
Summer mention?
Yeah, Summer. Shout out Summer. The dog. Yeah, and then thank you for everyone for always supporting us. Thank you for everyone, for all my GMs for always volunteering. Shout out Bennett for maintaining our ELO system. Shout out Wendy for always hosting. I'm out of shout outs.
Shout out to Ace for coordinating
Yes.
most of the things.
Every time I hear Beyblade, Ace name will come up. So yes, you are at the center of this Beyblade universe.
Join the Acists.
All right, I guess with that shall be the end of today's stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in.
Thank you very much.
We all hope that we've made your day just that little bit better by tuning in, and then enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
Yeah, see y'all at G3 later.
See you.
Where's G3 today?
We will be going to Vivo.
Vivo Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Oh, near my house.
Yeah,
All
right.
right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.